Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Are you surprised that I'm making this video? Because I am. My most requested video across the board since I started my channel has been bookshelf tours. And the reason why we're finally breaking down and making one today is because it has been a little while since we did the last one. And also, if we were gonna do a tour of what they look like right now, today was the last day we could do it. I'm redecorating my entire condo, completely changing the way everything looks, and this office is one of the things that I'm starting with. So literally after I finish filming this video, this bookshelf is leaving. So I figured we might as well film the bookshelf tour today before everything changes to document the way that they looked right now. Also, if you're not aware, I have a second YouTube channel, which is just my name, Katie Wismer. You should go follow me over there. I've been posting daily vlogs, which has been super fun, and I am documenting the whole redecoration process for my condo. So if you want to stay caught up on that and also just like everyday life stuff in those vlogs, make sure to follow that channel. I'll have it linked down below. But today we're just going to be touring my bookshelves the way that they look right now. There's also a small one in my bedroom. I don't think that one's very exciting, but I'll show you it at the end. And if you're familiar with my bookshelf tours, we're gonna do this the same way we always do, especially because the only purpose of like pulling out every book to show you would be to show you the cover, and as you will quickly see, my books don't have dust jackets, so you can't see the covers. So we'll do like an overview of how they all look, how I organize them, and things like that. But if you want a version where I really pull out the books, show you the cover, and also give like recommendations as I go, I'll link my previous tour down below. Honestly, my collection hasn't changed that much since that last one. I've stopped collecting books as much as I used to, and I've actually started unhauling more. But anyway, I don't want this intro to be super long and have me talking a ton, so let's jump straight into it with the overview of each of the shelves. So these four I kind of consider to be my main shelves, and these are all books I've already read. I've recently changed the shelf to only include TBR books, so these are all books that I have not yet read, except for the last shelf down there. Also, if you are worried about my dust jackets and where they are, because I get that comment a lot, I kept them all. They're all perfectly safe. Do not worry. I had some like really big reusable bags, and I just filled them up and put them in the top of my closets to get them out of the way. So if I ever want to put them back on, I can. It's gonna be a really big pain, but I can. So yeah, let's start with the overview. As you can see, it's sort of color coded. Unfortunately, as I was doing this, I realized I don't have very many naked books that are colorful. So the top like 2 rows are colors, and then we get down to all of the black books, but then to keep some sort of consistency there, I organized them by the color of the text on the spine, and I did those in like a rainbow order as well. And then at the bottom, down here, the only reason why my cat is right here too, the reason why these are turned backwards is because these are paperbacks, and so obviously I didn't want to totally ruin the sort of neutral look without the dust jacket, so I just turned them around. So now we'll go cube by cube and I'll give you a mini tour. My tripod doesn't even go this tall. So up here we have the red books. These are in no particular order based on the books. It's literally just like the shade of red. Have it fade to pink, and then we get into orange. So there's YA, there's adult, there's classics, there's nonfiction. It's all mixed in here. Then our second shelf has some oranges, mostly yellow and kind of like tan neutral colors. This was definitely the shelf that I struggled with the most because I had no books in this color range. Blue we had more luck with, so I managed to find quite a bit within like the green, blue, kind of purpley color scheme here. You want to know what books really messed me up? The hardcover Harry Potter books, because I don't know, for whatever reason, every single one of them, the color that I thought the spine was going to be, it was a completely different color. Then the blue continues down here and fades into purple. And as you can see with the way the books are right now, they're all just like upright, normal. What I've done in the past with a lot of my bookshelves is I've like stacked them horizontally and stuff to change some things up. So with this, I keep wanting to say remodel, but I'm not remodeling. With this redecoration thing, I've been thinking about, on some of the shelves, incorporating those horizontal books in order to keep the colors together, you know, to keep all of the blues up there, and then as you'll see, the white really trickles down into the other section as well. So that's something that I'm going to play around with when I reorganize these. But for now, we've got the blues, we got the purples, and there was a lot of these like weird like brown shades that I wasn't expecting. Then we got into some dark grays. So what I have concluded from doing this is the most common here are white books and black books and like weird shades of gray. There were so many shades of gray that it was so hard to order these into like a seamless gradient, and I did my best, but I still don't think it's perfect, but it's fine. So here we have like the grays, we get into the whites, and then we come down and see what I mean. Like there's just a couple of whites that are left over here. So ideally I would like to keep those all on that cube up there when I redo this. And then we get into the blacks. So I started with black books with white text, which actually wasn't as common as you would think. just enough that if this were all on one cube, it would fill the cube. Then we moved to black with red colored text. And now this little shelf is not gonna stay the way it is when I change things up. These are my books. This is my collection, The Sweetest Kind of Poison. It's out now. It's a poetry collection. And then this is my book, The Anti-Virginity Pact, which is coming out June 16th. My friend does like artsy stuff all the time, so she made this out of wood and like burned this into it, and this is my publisher logo, and I think it's really cute. Yeah, one of the things I'm gonna be doing with this redecorating thing is I'm putting floating shelves on the wall, so I think I'm gonna move these over to one of those shelves. And then we have the last of the reds, and now we're going into sort of like orangey gold. So now we have the gold ones. So this is the group that had the most variation, surprisingly, because we have like the orangey gold, almost like a rose gold kind of thing, and then we have the more yellowy gold, and then we come down and there was just so many different shades of it, but I think it turned out pretty nice. Part of this is really dark too. These are nestled in a corner turned away from the window, so they don't get a lot of light. So then we have some with pink text, which was very uncommon. Same with purple, only had a few of those. Then we had some blues. Again, a lot of variation with the blues. We have some like turquoisey blues, some light blues. I'm just gonna take you off the tripod now. So down here, a few more blues. Again, I would like to get those to stay with the other blues. I literally only had like 4 greens. And then the most popular were black with silver print. As you can see, that takes up the rest of them. And then the paperbacks. So that's it for the red shelf. Again, I just didn't feel like taking them out to show you all of the books would be beneficial because they don't have their covers on them. If you're interested in me going through like all of the books that I have on the shelves, I did that in my 2019 bookshelf tour. So I'll link that down below if you're interested. But now getting into the TBR shelf, I'll actually go through these books because these still have covers on them. That's been the system I've decided, is I take off the dust jacket as I read them and then I move them over. So originally I had just ARCs up here on this top shelf, but I've actually been practicing some good habits and I've read most of them, or I've loaned them to my mom to read lately. So now it's just kind of whatever's fit here because I knew I was going to move the shelf, so I didn't really care about organization that much anymore. So I have some books that I got from Book of the Month up here. We have The Book of Longings and A Good Marriage, Little Secrets. I think what I've turned this into actually is now mainly books that publishers have sent me. I can't even remember my own organization anymore. I have an old ARC of The Becoming of Noah Shaw. I think I just left this here because it's an ARC, even though I have read this book. The Burning by Laura Bates, If We Were Us by K.L. Walther, The Dark Tide, What You Left Me, Little Creeping Things, and then Prelude for Lost Souls, and Wayward Witch. Again, I don't really have much to say on these because I haven't read any of them yet. All My Love, Alec Brock, Beneath the Rising, Strange the Dreamer, Fairest, Brightly Woven, Dating You, Hating You, The Mad Woman Upstairs, I Am Wild, Here We Are Now. These next few I got in a book box. My Viking Vampire, and St. John. Maybe we'll do a video reading these. And then we have The Solution to Social Anxiety and What is the What by Dave Edgars. This book is actually really cool because my professors gave me this before I graduated, and so they all like signed it and wrote me little notes and stuff. So then the second row, I think these are all just tall hardcovers, and they also seem to be mostly Book of the Month books. So I have the guest list. The reason why this one doesn't have the dust jacket is because this is our book Max! My cat's playing with the blinds. This is our book club pick for June. I run a book club on my Patreon page. I'll link it down below if you're interested. So I already took the dust jacket off because I knew I was going to read it this month. We have Wicked Fox, The 10,000 Doors of January, Woven in Moonlight, The Beautiful, I Have No Secrets, Reverie, Truth Witch, Slasher Girls and Monster Boys, Last Star Burning, All Our Yesterdays, Fallen Kingdoms, Flawed, These Broken Stars, Coming, The Chemist, and Belle Revolt. Honestly, I'm thinking about doing another unhaul pretty soon here because I just know there's some of these books that have been on here for so long and I just think I'm never going to end up getting to them, but that's a whole other video. So then this shelf below that are just regular sized hardcovers, and the majority of the shelf is stuff I've owned for like 5+ years and I probably need to just unhaul at this point. Honestly, I feel like I've gone through these books so many times in recent videos that I'm not even gonna list off the rest of them, but I'll show them to you. Here's what we have on this shelf for the TBR. And so now these final shelves are basically just things that couldn't fit anywhere else. I have the illustrated editions of the first 3 Harry Potter books. I've been meaning to read these. Still haven't done it. 4 more TBR books. I have this big bind up of Charles Dickens novels, which I've had forever. 3 more Book of the Month books. This is a book that my friend sent me, and then I just have a couple of notebooks and a printed version of my book that I'm currently revising. And then on the bottom shelf, it's literally just like folders, extra paper, office supplies, and a couple of resources that I use kind of regularly. I have the Emotion Thesaurus, my grammar book. If you're new to my channel and you don't know, I'm an editor starting and running a business for dummies. Save the cat. My friend sent me like a care package to celebrate the anti-virginity pack coming out, and it had like coffee, that wood thing that she made me, and a coloring book full of Jason Momoa. If that tells you anything about our friendship. So that's everything that's on this shelf. I guess we'll go look at the little shelf in my bedroom really fast. So this small bookshelf is my bedside table for now. So I just have like wires and stuff in here, and then basically I have my leftover paperbacks and all of my poetry collections down here. And I've got like extra ones back there. I've got a whole second row of books back there. So basically this is another case of things that didn't fit anywhere else. Also, I have these here because this is what I'm currently reading, and I have my iPad for all of my ebooks. So there you have it. That's how my bookshelves currently look, and it will be changing in about 10 minutes. I thought this video would be interesting, if for nothing else, to be able to compare the before and after once I make all of these changes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was interesting for you, even though I didn't really pull out a lot of the books. But if you want to stay caught up for the ongoing redecoration journey, make sure to follow my second channel. You can pre-order my book. It's coming out June 16th. If you need an editor, I'll have my website linked down below. And I'll just see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye.
So hit me. So hit me. So hit me. First a confession. With you I feel a connection. With